Vehicles Expo in 2024, we set out with a clear vision to create a platform that would bring together the entire ecosystem, help build capacity and capability of this ecosystem that comprises of manufacturers, suppliers, distributors, retailers, importers, exporters, and technology providers. Over the past two editions, we have witnessed strong industry participation at APVE and growth, with the 2025 edition last year attracting 141 exhibitors and close to 4,500 participants from 20 countries. So truly a very international show, reflecting also the international interests in the local Philippines marketplace. I think it's prudent to just very briefly talk about the global economic situation. It's top of mind for everyone else, for everyone here. The conflict in the Middle East is creating a lot of uncertainty. There is an energy shock, prices are volatile, there are supply chain disruptions, and there is, amongst all, a very high level of uncertainty. But we know that this too shall pass. It's about when and not if. It is in these times important to take note of the fundamentals that underpin the local Philippine economy. Critical industrial sectors like agriculture, logistics, construction, manufacturing, and the emerging electronics and technology, to name a few, are all very, very robust, backed by sound government policy and a young median workforce. Just in conversation earlier this morning with Attorney Dawn, and this is feedback from the grassroots, Hatao has over 200 members today, and clearly there is enough incoming cargo, enough outgoing cargo that is actually putting pressure on Hatao members to be able to service the needs of the market effectively. So the demand is there, the trade flow is there. And these sectors are critical because they have a flow-on effect to other sectors. It is therefore important to ride out this uncertainty and plan ahead, look ahead through partnerships and collaboration. As the world's largest trade show organizer, Enforma is responding by working more closely with local government and industry partners to help build capacity and capability. Our role is to create platforms like APVE and PDMEX for businesses to utilize and get value from. This year, APVE joins forces with the Philippine Die and Mold Association to co-organize the Philippine Die and Mold Machinery and Equipment Exhibition, PDMEX, under one unified banner, the Philippines Manufacturing Week. This strategic partnership is a significant milestone, not just for APVE and PDMEX, but for the entire manufacturing and automotive landscape in Philippines. The automotive sector does not exist in isolation. Every vehicle, every component, and every innovation depends on a strong manufacturing ecosystem. These are but the backbones of a competitive automotive supply chain. With this co-location, our purpose is to bring together adjacent markets and create a more effective marketplace, create more buyer-seller networks, allow the opportunity for more commercial partnerships. Just very briefly on the automotive market shifts. The Philippines automotive market remains highly active, driven also by a surging electric vehicle market, which has claimed over an 8% market share in recent times. Driven by rising fuel prices and increased supply, EV sales jumped over 70% in recent months. Projections indicate over 40,000 EVs will be sold this year, and the country aims to have 50% of vehicles to be electric powered by 2040. This is important because it has the right government policy behind it. One of the critical initiatives is the Electric Vehicle Industry Development Act, EVIDA law, which provides financial and non-financial incentives for companies involved in manufacturing EVs and charging stations while giving purchasers tax breaks. And so, while Philippines remains one of the largest and critical players in the automotive markets, this also results in demand for automotive parts and the aftermarket. These are a natural beneficiary The rise of EVs will create new opportunities in the aftermarket space across the entire supply chain. One of our exhibitors, sponsored by PESA, is STB Giga, who operate the Philippines' first and only EV battery manufacturing facility here. So this year's Auto Parts and Vehicles Expo promises to be our most impactful edition yet, as we expect over 150 exhibitors and 5,500 attendees, reflecting both automotive and manufacturing supply chain industries. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the unwavering support of our partners from the government, particularly with the Philippines Economic Zone Authority, PESA, Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, the Department of Science and Technology, and the Department of Transportation. We thank them for their unwavering support. Likewise, my utmost gratitude to our industry partners such as Philippine Die and Mold Association and the Haulers and Truckers Association